Oh, yeah. God, this is the best looking stage I've had in a long time. Anyway, what's happening? Welcome to the... I guess I can get rid of this now. Welcome. I'm getting over a cold, so I need my water. All right, welcome to the Cone Zone. What's up? I'm going to get right into this because I don't want to miss a word out of these guys tonight. 3 years ago, I ran with a Cinco de Mayo monologue in which I drug it through the dung worse than a cowboy stuck in a stirrup on a runaway horse.
I was here, I heard it.
He played it. I later received a lot of jeers from the viewers. The most common of complaints were, quote, "You didn't give it a chance and you weren't there long enough to appreciate it." So to show you that I'll give everything a second chance, tonight let me present to you my Cinco de Mayo 2003 edition. Forgive me, but I have to throw my 2 cents in here. We also have to remember, let's keep the sense of humor mechanism on. Cinco de Mayo this year was celebrated on May 3rd and 4th in Denver's Civic Center Park. The first thing that caught my eye as we entered the Cinco de Mayo festivities was the music stage that was sponsored by the Romero Insurance Services. As the bands were trying to entertain, between every song, the owner of Romero Insurance Services waltzed his attention-craving ass out to the front of the stage. Quote, "We don't need violence to have a good time. Are we having a good time tonight? Let's party without the violence, okay? But if you need insurance for your home or car, you come and see me." No offense, but I wouldn't buy insurance from you if my bunghole was on fire and your company had the only extinguisher. Okay, Palooka? How would you like to be the cop to pull over the car that ran the stop sign only to find out that the driver's proof of insurance comes from Romero Insurance Services? How do you not split your sack laughing yourself to death? Apparently behind the Romero Insurance stage, 2 drunk backs began to fight. God, no way. A fight at Cinco de Mayo? Unheard of. Mr. Romero then became a drama monster and shouted into his penis-looking microphone, quote, "We need security over here, security. We need security at the Romero Insurance stage." Security never came. Apparently the Romero Insurance Services stage isn't too high a priority. And oh yeah, nothing says last resort advertising better than shouting your name into a microphone. Nice try, ass face. What was with the Starbucks tent set up at Cinco de Mayo? I'm no historian, but Starbucks isn't any part of any Mexican heritage that I'm aware of. In Mexico, between cockfights, I'm guessing the words, "I need a Frappuccino," are never spoken. People watching at this event is interesting to say the least. My favorites are the wacky tobacco heads who are so high they can't shut their eyes. They walk around looking like they haven't slept in about a month as their huge gold cross dangles like some Flavor Flav piece. Smoking dank with a cross around your neck? May you burn in hell, you dumb sons of bitches. It's nice to see the tattoo craze hasn't hit the Hispanic population. My favorites are the old English letters that spell out West Side Homies. Nothing says I'm a bigger loser than the teardrop on the face or the spider web on the elbow. Out of the thousands of bad tattoos, one good one caught my attention. A guy had a back piece of the Mexican flag. Finally, somebody who gets it. Here's a pretty Cinco de Mayo people watching visual for you. I saw a girl weighing 2 bills with her pants pulled down, exposing her stretch mark hips and G-string underwear. I'm guessing her underwear must reek of sweat and butter worse than an Orville Redenbacher factory worker.
She must have insurance on the shorts.
Now, I'm not Calvin Klein, but I don't think G-strings were made for women who are bigger than Yasmin Bleeth on a banana split bender. I guess what I'm trying to say is Jabba the Hutt shouldn't sport ass floss, okay? Oh, wait, there's no overweight people at Cinco de Mayo. Yeah, right. That's why one of the food vendors featured, and I couldn't make this up if I wanted to, deep-fried Twinkies and deep-fried candy bars. Only at Cinco de Mayo would a king-size Snickers bar not be sufficient for some sweat hog. I know, let's drop it in Greece. Brilliant idea. Next year, feel free to serve Crisco in shot glasses, all right? I like the low-rider bicycles cruising around Cinco de Mayo. This must be the new trend in annoying, chromed-out, Cheerio tire transportation. What good is a low-rider bicycle? After the drive-by shooting, the getaway is 10 miles an hour tops. What's with the full-grown adults riding around on low-rider bicycles? Nothing's more fresh than a 35-year-old Hispanic grandfather with the shitty billy goat facial fuzz cruising around Cinco de Mayo on a fucking bike. I read a sign. I'm going to get my ass kicked. I read a sign in one of the flea market vendor booths that made me do a double take. The sign was posted in an Indian art exhibit booth. The handwritten sign said, quote, "Tips benefit Latin American Learning Federation." Yeah, they do. You want a tip? Here you go. If you're on the bottom, always screw up.
Well, you'd have to, wouldn't you?
Yeah, okay, nobody got that. I thought that was funny. Now go stick that up your Mad Dog 2020 Latin American Learning Federation ass, all right? How many people here ever get the uncontrollable urge to grab a microphone at Cinco de Mayo and just start yelling, "Immigration is coming, immigration is coming"? That would bring a new meaning to the phrase scattering like cockroaches. If anybody wants to get me a Christmas present this year, I want my very own homie bobblehead doll. But I want the real homie bobblehead doll. I want the bobble with the blue bandana, the player's sports jersey, the huge gold Mr. T chains, and the MC Hammer parachute pants. Homie bobblehead dolls. Great. I hear next year the teen Hoochie Mom bobblehead doll comes out. This one comes equipped with 4 children, hickeys all over Mom's neck, and an incomplete 8th grade report card. Yeah, I want one of those too. As I am going to get my ass kicked, thank you. As I wrap up this take, I'm sure I pushed all the wrong buttons yet again. Well, I'm sorry, but I just can't find anything worth a shit regarding this over-commercialized event. This celebration is so wrong on so many levels. Colorado's most controversial comedian Robert Mateer summed it up best when he said, quote, "In Mexico, they don't celebrate our 4th of July. Why the hell are we closing off streets for Cinco de Mayo?"
Oh, yes.
Exactly. That's my take, but then again, what the hell do I know? Yeah. And by the time this show airs, I'll probably be on a gurney. My guest tonight, they have a new show coming up here on the same network called Maverick Sports. Would you help me welcome from Maverick Sports, Christy Quintana, Kay Allen Williams, and the Maverick Sports Girls. Yeah. What's happening? How much in trouble am I after that?
Well, you know what?
Before we even start.
Before we even start, to Luis Romero, one of our sponsors.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
Oh.
okay, the views reflected on this show are not,
I didn't know that.
are not reflective of Maverick Sports and Christy Quintana, Kay Allen Williams, and the Maverick Sports Girls. Okay. Any.
Oops.
We are really not associated with
Right,
them.
I just had
don't
them
know
on. I don't
how-
really know these people.
I don't even know how we ended up on this set.
Right.
Are you serious? They were a sponsor of yours?
Yes. Yes. A really big sponsor.
Yeah, really. Where's
And you know what? It was obvious.
I
You
didn't know
when
that.
you were going through your monologue. Well, see, what's funny is that
Right.
everybody just about in your audience knew it, because we're sitting here going, "Oh my
No,
God."
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, we're sitting there. I'm going, "Oh my God, that's one
And,
of our
and we
sponsors."
tried to dip out through the back.
Yeah, there's not enough room.
Tried to hide out between the
Yeah.
sign down there. Okay.
They'll
well,
get over
all
it,
right.
though.
Well, moving right along. Yeah, I have no affiliate. Well, my opinions that I express on the show, you can take them up with me. They have nothing to do with my ranting that I do every week.
Axl, do you mind stating that again?
Yes.
No,
like Thal Woods, I had him on here last week for the Crush. I was going to ask him if Hooters was one of their sponsors.
No,
Because I was like, oh my God, they're going to drop this team because of my ranting.
No, actually, John was smart enough to be able to get a better, a higher level sponsorship.
Oh, good.
Because they have a sponsorship through Maggiano's.
Oh, the Italian restaurant.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
good.
So.
Oh, okay. Maggiano's has got great food.
Yeah, they do.
All right,
Shameless plug.
I saved my ass on that one, didn't I? Maverick Sports, you guys are just got your time slot from what I understand, or you're
Right.
close?
Yeah, we're really close. Basically, what's going to end up happening is that because of the fact that our format is extremely ambitious, I mean, far more. I mean, you've seen it.
Sure, I've been on your shows.
Right, so basically, it's going to take a serious amount of investors and sponsors. Hopefully, we haven't lost one, but to be able to put on our show, because again, we cover the entire Colorado sports scene,
Right.
from high schools to the pros. Anything in between. We have several factions that are going to be coming off of Maverick Sports. One of those is going to be Maverick X. We're going to be getting into extreme sports in Colorado.
Oh, good.
Anything that's going to be out there as far as the Colorado sports scene, you're going to see us on it. So,
Good.
with us fitting all that stuff in, the time slot is going to be a little bit harder to come up with. But
Sure.
we're close. We're really close.
Good. We do sports guys across
Right.
the hall. You're on there, and they
Right.
once in a while with us, and so we try to cover a lot of sports. I'm not a Denver homer, but I call it like I see it.
Right.
I've had a lot of people tell me that I'm an a-hole on there too. So I'm just gonna get from all over. So don't feel bad, Mr. Romero. I'm already going to hell. Yeah. So I'm already on a one-way laminate path to hell anyway. So it doesn't matter. But So, Christy Quintana, Keon Williams, Maverick Sports Girls. Do you have a website that people can hit you on right now?
It's mavericksportstelevision.com. And we just put that up, and it's been put up by our art director, which is Ryan Bramwell, and one of our producers, whose name is Doug Collins. And
Not Doug Collins, the old coach for the Bulls.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Just clarifying.
Yeah. So, that's Dave Collins.
No, that's Doug. He coached Michael Jordan. Doug Collins.
Isn't it Dave Collins?
Doug.
Well, I'm wrong. That's all right. Anyway, it's not that Doug Collins.
Oh, okay.
Not that Doug Collins.
I didn't mean to get off on a rant there. Gee.
Right. No,
Okay.
It's coming up pretty well. I mean, we've still got so much information that we're going to be putting on there. The NBA draft lottery event that you participated in, we had a
Right.
great time out there.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
That was a great
and that was when we, found out who was going to get the #1 pick, and that's obviously went to Cleveland. I am personally sporting my Syracuse orange, in anticipation of Carmelo Anthony. I'm telling you right now that rivalry between Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James is going to be the next Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, and we're going to have the privilege of having this kid in our town.
You don't think that that's just overhyped media bullshit that they run out there as?
I mean, because if it is, it's going to be because LeBron ends up being the bust. Carmelo Anthony, and you know that I was the first one.
Absolutely. He said this a year ago.
So to call Carmelo Anthony, he has got the most complete all-around game of any player that I can think of coming out of high school, college, or even the European leagues. Maverick Sports, we do an awful lot of research as far as that's concerned, studying the players, and we knew definitely that Carmelo Anthony was going to be the best player to come out of this draft.
Right.
And again, it's we got lucky, that we fell to 3.
You don't think that Detroit's going to take Carmelo Anthony in the draft?
No, and the reason why a lot of people don't understand this is that Tony Ranzone, who is the top European scout, is under the employ of the Detroit Pistons. They knew about Darko Milicic years ago when he was dominating the European leagues. When he was dominating out there, they knew about him, and so it was just a natural fit. The only thing that's going to probably hold it up is how much money KK Himmelfarm, which is his team back in Europe, is going to get. Same thing as Yao Ming last year, but
right.
He's going to go to Detroit.
Interesting. I asked Thal Woods last. Sorry, I'm getting over the bug, so I'm going to be like clearing my throat and spitting up shit up here. But I asked Thal Woods last week. I'm going to ask you guys the same thing, and you guys can give me your takes on this. Do you think that kids should go to college before entering any major sport? LeBron James, 18 years old. My personal opinion, I've said this, a while back. Right. This kid's going to get it handed to him. I think he should have went 2 years of college at least, to get his legs up, to get his legs underneath him. What do you think about kids that are going from high school into the pros? And then I have a follow-up question after that.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, Axel, I am definitely, well, I'm an educator, so I really think that they should go to college. I mean, at least a year,
Right.
at least, a year or two, get a little bit of that maturity going.
Sure.
Get used to the game, get used to playing with high-level players. I mean, it's a different game. I mean, high school kids going straight to pro. I mean, it's.
I mean, you're looking
totally
at
different.
You're looking at it right now. I think I think 2 years, because he's going to come out right now. He's going to get an absurd contract.
Right.
All that's pretty much going to be wasted money because he's going to spend all that time getting his legs underneath him.
Right.
That's my take. But also though,
my take is actually, it's two-sided. Again, I really personally have 4-year degree. I understand even on the sidelines, being up in the stands, know the importance of of college education, being involved in the college, the college the whole atmosphere around going to college games and things like that. It's a great atmosphere. You would never want to trade that for anything.
Right.
However, you look at the other side of it. These guys are extremely talented, but your
is
days
he going
are
to be
numbered.
is he going to be talented enough to carry that to the next level and make an impact right off
Here's
the top?
the thing: is that you can't ever account for the injury that that short circuits your career, regardless of whether it comes in high school, college, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
Now, LeBron James has been able to prove himself at the high school level, granted, but there have been other high school players who've come out before him who weren't nearly as well-rounded as he was. He's the most touted for a reason. Part of that's ESPN creation.
I was just going to say, it seems to me, and I don't follow basketball as much as I used to when I was a kid, but it seems to me that this whole LeBron James thing, this is just media bullshit to hype this kid up. I had a follow-up question to that. Nike just signed, Reebok, sorry. Got my sweatshops mixed up. Reebok just signed a 3-year-old kid to a shoe deal. What do you think about this? Have we completely lost our minds here? This kid, he's 3 years. He's not even out of diapers, for Christ's sake. He can't form sentences, but he can shoot a basketball, and now he already has cameras stuck in his pie hole. Do you think this is I think this is horrible. This kid's never going to have a normal childhood now because every year his birthday's going to come around and, hey, look, he can make an NBA three-pointer now at age 6. I think we've gotten way out of control with this.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But you have to understand, it's a market-driven society, as far as sports is concerned.
But is it fair to do it to a 3-year-old kid?
It's not necessarily. It's not necessarily fair to do it to the kid itself. Maybe you're talking about the parents who are obviously the
gravy trainers of the lot.
Who are driving these kinds of things. But you look at, it's a ground floor thing. Everybody wants to get on the ground floor. Everybody wants to be able to say, okay, well, hey, we caught this kid when he was so-and-so age.
When he was a fetus.
Exactly. And that's the reason why Sonny Vaccaro at Adidas thought they had the inside track on LeBron James, is because of the fact that they were the first ones to really scout him. They provided all the uniforms. They allowed LeBron James to design the uniforms for St. Vincent and St. Mary's. And they really thought that they had the inside track, and it ends up going with Nike, which you should have known because Nike
they got the jack.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, it's Michael Jordan. They're really going to tout him as being finally the next Michael Jordan.
And I said that I don't think that's fair to do to him either.
No, it's not.
The kid's 18 years old. He's been playing the last 2 years with little pump mark little weasels. I mean, when he's going to go to the NBA, and I think he's going to get ripped up and spit out for the first couple seasons at least until he gets his legs under him.
But that's relative. I mean, what do you consider success coming in as a rookie? A lot of people don't understand looking at LeBron James. We talked about this on the Draft Lottery show, that LeBron James, what you see of him is you see him making these spectacular dunks. You see him doing all these great things in the air. But if you've ever really watched him play, you understand that the most refined skill that he has right now is his passing. Now, again, he's going to be a victim of his own hype in that way, because if he goes to the Cleveland Cavaliers and he averages 5 assists per game, which is good for a rookie, but he's only getting 10 points, per game, then they're going to be like, well, why isn't he, doing all these great things? And that's a shame, because right now, you got to be able to grow into that. Even as highly hyped as he was, you still got to be able to progress to the point where you're getting, 17, 18 points a game. Amari Stoudemire for Phoenix last year, he's an aberration. A lot of guys will come in and do what he did, and he was well-deserved the Rookie of the Year. You can't expect that from LeBron. You might be able to expect that from Carmelo Anthony.
Well, because he's got his legs under him.
Right.
Yeah. But we got to get off this topic. The Mavericks, brought a couple of Maverick Sports girls with you?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm one of the Maverick Sports girls, so there is...
You have names, right?
Yes, I'm Berkeley.
Names, eh?
Hey, I don't care.
Whatever.
They're cute.
It's
And
just a formality.
Right.
this is Tony. I
Okay.
actually just met her today. We have a lot of the new
excellent.
girls coming in. She's not on, she wasn't there for the original
I was going to say, because
promotion
I
that we
was there
did.
for the show we taped over at Falling
Right.
Rock downtown, and I don't remember seeing you.
Yeah, that was, there was only 8 girls there. I think we're trying to shoot for 13.
We have a revolving roster of actually 18, 13 that that will be doing most of the promotions, and then we're 8 there for that night. So
You brought a couple pictures with you as well of some of the other girls. If we can get a shot of that, can we get somebody to zoom in on?
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that shot.
This is a poster that we're doing right now. We're going to be actually at the Falling Rock Tavern signing these. The date is to be announced, but we're going to be there signing them, doing some promotion work before the show actually airs.
And people log on to your website, they can find out that date?
right.
Oh, good.
Exactly. And
Good.
this was actually the promotion we did that you were there for.
Sure.
And that was the original one centered around the NBA draft. And we're also going to be doing calendars
Oh, very
and a
fun.
swimsuit shoot before the beginning of
And
it.
can I be involved in the swimsuit shoot?
You can actually wear a bikini. That'd be fine.
Oh, yeah? I don't know if you want to see that.
So,
Well, Cones Zone can be a sponsor for it because we
I
might
can.
be looking for one. So
Hint, hint.
yeah.
don't leave us, Luis. All right, never mind.
Yeah. Sorry,
I'm done back
Louise.
at- yeah.
But I can't believe that was a sponsor. That was so...
Yeah.
But you know what? Actually, what you're saying about a lot of that is right.
I didn't say it. No. Right?
No, a lot of what you're saying is right.
Excuse our executive producer. I don't know what's going on.
No, I mean, no. Actually,
You are an asshole. Okay.
No, I'm not saying he was an asshole. What I'm saying is that a lot of what how you described it was was pretty accurate.
Yeah.
As far as the event itself and him
Right.
reacting to the crowd and stuff like that.
Right. It was like every other song. I was like, dude, go sit for 2 songs and let this band perform.
You know
That's
what?
why
I
people
was
are here.
actually more appalled with the fact that he was the sole sponsor for the talent stage, and make no mistake about it, Romello Insurance is a big insurance company. They're Latino owned. And they get a lot of respect because of the fact that again they're Latino owned. But the fact of the matter was that they were in charge of the talent stage or whatever the case may be, the local talent stage, and it ended up being a situation where a lot of the talent was bad. That was the worst thing. I
That
thought
was
about.
that.
Yeah,
We
the
saw
talent was
some
bad.
pretty bad talent.
Yeah, it was pretty bad talent.
It was.
I was just thinking he could have probably went outside of his neighborhood or outside of his clients to pull some people in. There's got to be more
I
talent
just got
than
busted
that.
on camera. Yeah, we were watching some of that channel. And I was like, oh my god, we gotta go now.
Right.
Yeah, pretty bad. 27? Oh, we got to get into this. Headlines. I want to thank Maverick Sports. I didn't realize you were running out of time already. I want to thank Chrissy Katana, Kayla Williams, Maverick Sports Girls. Get on their line. Check out their calendars, everything. Get them. Check them out.
I look forward.
Give it up, Maverick Sports. All right. Huh? Drag it out a little bit. Oh, we're at 25 now. Okay. So anyway, headlines.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on my own show anymore. Headlines. If you have a headline, send them to Axl Cones, 1209 Pennsylvania, Suite 8,
Oh, what are we talking about cell phones?
Denver, Colorado, 80203. You can also email them, axlcones@msn.com. I've been getting a lot of interesting things via the email, so keep them coming. Also, I want to put this out there, a little cheap plug for myself too. You can also see me online right now. I'm at longhairedmen.com.
Sweet.
I'm getting a lot of women are logging on to that going, hey, nice picture and everything. So get on there, longhairedmen.com.
You know what?
Check it
I
out.
was supposed to give, we were so stuck on the other sponsors.
Right.
I was supposed
You
to give
gotta-
another,
you gotta give some props
Yeah,
to
I
your-
was supposed to give props out to a couple of our other sponsors, which are Burberry and Express for Men. Keep giving us clothes.
Yeah, hook me up too. Anyway, but the first headline reads, we better get into these. I'm already knee deep. My first headline reads, where am I? Hi, I'm Colorado mayoral candidate Don Mayers. You may remember me as the guy who got his ass kicked worse than a narc at Sturgis.
Oh, man.
And the bashing continues. There you go. This is a good one, too. You'll like this one. Lona Williams is fed up with her incompetent lawyer and decides to represent herself.
All right.
Somebody got it? Okay. It's all right.
You have to see the picture.
Take Lincoln Avenue, northbound to Welton Street, turn right. Take Welton Street up to 29th Street, turn right. Go to Glenarm Street, turn left. When you see the road rage victim, turn left.
Oh, sad.
Isn't that terrible?
That is sad.
Horrible. Here we see the new Denver Public Schools lunch program.
Oh, man. That's a second dig, that's a second dig about DPS. Man, East High, wow.
East High, yeah, that was last week.
Yeah.
I like it. I know one of the new big kid, the new basketball player, the big kid out of East, the next big thing. I know
Sean
his father.
Overy?
No, the other one.
Desmond Thornton?
No, the other one. The young kid, real tall. He's like a sophomore. Brever.
Chris Brever?
Chris
Yes,
Brever?
I know his father.
Chris
Joe.
Brever, yeah, he, they would have liked to have had him in that last game against Thunder Ridge because he kind of tanked.
Yeah.
We still love you, Chris.
Say hi to Joe. Joe Brever, you rule. All right, where am I? What picture am I on? Another GPS slam. Here we see the.
And my uncle's the coach, man. I'm in trouble myself now.
Here we see the 2003 All Thunder Thighs high school softball team.
Oh, man. Sad.
All right, we got to get a tight shot on this one because you won't understand
there's
this
a bunch
one.
of hamburger slaves on that one.
Unless you get a shot on that one. Okay. Paul has to scrub the toilet with his toothbrush as he knows his girlfriend Kim can kick his ass.
Oh, man. Nice.
Isn't that good?
Nice wheels she's sporting over there.
Traffic was slowed on northbound Federal earlier this week because of the cockfights in the middle of the street. You get? I don't know how to explain these. Here, you'll like this one. This is a good one.
Oh, man, yeah.
Here you go. You'll like this one. This is good. New Jersey Nets guard Jason Kidd brings a piece of his wife to every game. We're just going to put that right there. This one takes. Yeah. And finally,
Oh, wow.
and finally, Pete's Kitchen finally hired a hostess this week.
Read the Jason Kidd one again.
Read that one again? All right, this is for K. Allen Williams and Maverick Sports. New Jersey Nets guard Jason Kidd brings a little piece of his wife to every game.
That's hilarious. If you knew his wife, man, that would be, you'd be on the floor. That's great.
And smelling his fingers.
Yeah, I
That's
know,
awesome.
exactly. She's pretty
All right. Yeah, she is cool. I want to thank everybody from Maverick Sports, Christy Quintana and Kay Allen Williams, the Maverick Sports girls. Like I said, this is the best looking stage I've had up here in a long time. Get out, check their website, check out their time slot. Go on the website. They'll have a time slot here very soon. That's all I got. These guys, thank you very much. That's all I got for tonight. Good night. See ya.